Hey, welcome back to Noise Machine.
Okay.
Listen, if you're going to give me the wheel, you can't complain when I drive us off a cliff.
Alright, that's fair. Huh? Hello, Twisters oh so wicked. A deep river societist? Is your encroachment of a declaration of war? What? No, we come in peace.
Is that so?
Truly, I just came by to float a little proposition. Might you be inclined to help us take down the Varia Beauties on Center Street? You mean like, tag team them? Essentially, yes. Of course, once the battle is done, we would then return to being foes as we were yesterday. Surely this works out better for you, no? Taking on one team at a time can only be easier than facing two at once. This case is not uncompelling. Honestly, we aren't keen on fighting two teams simultaneously either. What do you say, will you help us vanquish the Varia Beauties? We promise to provide ample backup if you do. Anyway, I'll see you out there. I don't like it, it's a trap. Man, what are we gonna do, Reen dude?
Why are you asking me?
I mean, you're our leader, right?
Just let me think it over. Yeah, so I believe it's actually one of the stratagems of war where it's like, yeah, team up with one of your enemies against a greater foe, and then when you've won and your enemy is defeated, you go back to being enemies and take them out. It's pretty basic.
Oh dear, it appears our society's stake in this city is slipping. Time to show them what we're made of, comrades. The river's burst its banks, but we will not be swept away.
So this area belongs to the Deep Rivers Society.
Presumably so. The smell of flannel lingers in the air. If we go after those guys now, I feel like that team-up thing will be off the table. But hey, it ain't my decision to make.
Right. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I was actually wondering, like, okay, so we've claimed these turf and territories. We are a team of 4 people. We can't leave everyone behind to occupy that turf, so I guess it is just permanently ours once we've claimed it.
Yep.
So we are not defending any turf, but is it going to be revealed that, hey, you left and, like, all they did was swoop into your old territory and now it's theirs?
Yeah, that might be a thing. Oh, hey, a new dress is available.
Jesus Christ.
$130.
Dude, fashion sucks.
One, fashion sucks, and 2, women's clothes are so expensive. Like, I spend $30 a year on clothes.
I spend a little bit more, but most of that is just like necessities.
Well, 'cause, like, I take care of my graphic tees, I take care of my socks, and like all I'm really buying are like undershirts and socks to like replace the ones that I messed up.
I take care of my socks, but I at this point, because I'm going to the gym, I probably get more mileage out of my socks, because I think anytime you leave the house, you're like one-wheeling it. I would assume. I'm not making a judgment call, I'm just like, I think I'm a little more active than you, which would explain why my socks get destroyed easier.
You are more active than me. I sit in a chair all day and play video games.
I mean,
I have been trying to like get myself I can't find the time, dude. Well, it's not that I can't find the time, it's that I allocate it to dumb things.
Yeah, I was actually telling my buddy, IRL, about this recently, because he was lamenting that we didn't have time to hang out, and then my sister decided to leave a bunch of, she hosted a bachelorette party in, I think it was Hanford, but she was stopped in and just left behind a cooler full of these seltzers and stuff that I don't drink, so I don't want in the house. So I just texted him like, hey man, you want all this stuff? And he's like, sure, I could probably put it somewhere. You can come over and help me clean up. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And when I got to hang out with him for 3 hours, and so I told him like, this is how you create time. You steal it. You steal what free time and like time for this you can get.
Right.
And I was able to help him clean up, which I mean like, that's time that he otherwise probably would have spent all cleaning up rather than just hanging out and getting stuff done. So when you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, get those birds?
I guess. But I mean, like, gym time for me is not a social thing, you know?
Oh, no. Likewise. I'm just saying, like, free time.
I can get on Discord and fold laundry. That's fine.
I have to make time for the gym.
Yeah, same here.
Especially since I'm still taking it carefully and wearing a mask and cleaning down all the machines before and after I use them.
Yeah.
It's the after that's important. Which brings me to my soapbox. I understand that where I live, it is about 105 degrees daily and has been for almost 2 months. Mm-hmm. But if you leave your shopping cart in the parking lot stall, that is the only one that has shade. Fuck you.
Your mom's a hoe.
No, I'm
As
not
they
going
would
to bring
say
her
on
into
the
this.
internet.
She doesn't deserve that. You deserve this. She
Okay,
tried her best. You fucked up.
She tried her best. You fucked up.
I'm making a lot of value judgments here, but fuck you. If you don't return your carts to where they belong, and you don't have a genuine, like, physical handicap that would impede that process from being as expeditious as possible, fuck you. But if you got a physical handicap that impedes you from doing that, dude, I get it. Could you at least just put it up over onto the median where there's no cars, at the very least?
Uh-oh, I missed.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
But yeah, that stuff infuriates me, and it's mostly because I've been doing the bulk of the grocery shopping for my house for a while, but also ever since the pandemic. But it's just, it costs you less than a minute when you get your cart to your car and finish it. It takes you less than a minute to return it and come back if you're walking at a regular speed.
Right.
It's going to take me more than a minute to move it out of the way, get back in my car, and park properly.
It's the litmus test for a decent human being, man.
Yes,
that's all
yes,
it is.
Yes. Cleaning the machine before I use it, that's my protection. Cleaning it after I use it, that's for you.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm not paying close enough attention, but I'm not noticing many people clean up after. Then again, I'm also purely focused on the machine that I'm on and not staring at people at the gym like a fucking creep.
Uh-huh. That's the important part.
Yeah.
If we're being candid, that's the important part.
The only time I pay attention to people at the gym is to see if they're paying attention to other people at the gym. Cause it's like, I want to keep an eye out for creeps at the gym. Cause if I see someone that, oh hey, there's a girl 2 machines in front doing core, and a guy goes to the machine in front of me in between it, and does like 4 lazy sets before she leaves, I'm like, okay.
It's always a good time. It's never a good time.
I'd
I'd like to make that clear. It's never a good time.
Yeah, let's not be sarcastic when we're talking about real shit, unless it's really funny.
And also obvious. It's also obvious that we're joking.
And doesn't create a soundbite that will kill us later.
Oh, yeah.
Like, every now and then you say something and you're like, oh, that's gonna be my silver bullet, isn't it? That's on record.
That's on there forever. Alright.
Let's kill this scorpion.
I'm out of ammo on that pin.
Well, you just refreshed the other one. There you... Oh, you let it happen.
What?
I thought you wasted time. We're only at 11 grand? Oh my god. How much grinding is necessary for these? Do the points increase if you're on a lower level?
Maybe.
It seems like they are modified by, combo, but... Okay.
Oh, he's out of gas.
But, yeah, clothes are expensive.
Yeah, we went from clothes are expensive to don't be a creep at the gym. Welcome to the crumple zone.
This is that kind of conversational trajectory that I love, because I will be speaking with my IRL friend, Johan. Franz, you've met Johan.
I have met
when
Johan.
you came to visit. When I'm speaking with him, we will get onto a subject, and then we'll take about a 20-minute tangent before getting back to the initial point. At which point we have been reinvigorated by this tangent to jump straight into it. It's like this subject we had maybe 5 minutes worth to talk about, but we got a half hour out of it because we just ran off and added ancillary details. It's a lot of fun.
Those are always the fun conversations, man.
It's really, I've noticed it's really only possible with friends you've known for like forever, because they start thinking in like, you know how they think and you know the wavelengths they think in.
That was only worth 7 points.
Oh, Jesus. Well, we got $130 that we just paid for those pants.
We just paid for the dress.
Oh, it was a dress?
It was a dress, yeah.
Man.
Wait, what?
That's a brand name.
No, I know, but like 3 people were talking about brands in a row.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a mall.
Tipsy Toes?
Tipsy Toes, I think that's controlled by the, Vera Beauties.
Yep.
My.
Well, if it isn't the infamous Wicked Twisters. Hey there, Canon, looking good.
No.
Don't look too close, my blush isn't quite up to snuff today. Looks perfect as ever to me. Oh, aren't you sweet?
Sorry,
Maybe
Fret.
try saying it like you mean it next time.
Fret.
But I did mean
Fret. That's...
Anyway, how goes the turf war? Are you keeping up your wicked streak? Yeah, we're killing it out there. So I've been told. Word on the street is you forced Motoi out of the running. If I recall, he withdrew of his own volition. Oh, you can't fool me. I heard how you sabotaged Fuya yesterday, too. So which one of you is the mastermind behind all these schemes? Is it you, Nagi? Anyway, keep your eyes peeled. I've got a feeling the Deep River Society are pretty desperate. No telling what they'll do to avoid coming in last. Now, what did I tell you about looking too close? What? No, I wasn't looking. I'm just impressed by how much thinking you do. Sure wish we had you on our team. Well, aren't we just full of flattery today, huh? That may work on the other girls, but I'm a little sharper. No, I was being serious. But it would be nice to work together. You 3 are certainly a special bunch. You can jog people's memories, and Nagi can dive inside people's minds, and Rindy here can, Well, I'm sure you can do something. Nobody knows. I'd better not let my guard down. I know you won't let anyone stand in your way.
Well, I mean...
Don't worry, I'll stay out of your hair. I'm going after the turf noise instead. But if you run into any of my beauties out there, be gentle, okay? Ciao. Hope she didn't think I was just trying to be nice. I meant everything I said. Maybe she just sees something I don't. She did say she was sharper than the other girls. She's got brains and beauty. Her mental fortitude in the face of rival players is all but ironclad. Permit me to ask, Lord Rindo, have you managed to tap into any latent powers of your own?
Me? Latent powers? Is that what I've been using this whole time? Did you not put it together? Well...
Nothing at all?
No, it's, temporal regression. That's your power, isn't it?
Oh, hey, Mr. Minami.
Yeah!
Lord Tomonami.
I detected a few irregular functions this week. Namely on days 3 and 5.
You did? Meaning the day I made Lord Rindo's acquaintance and the day we routed the Deep River Society.
At first, I thought my calculations were off, but they weren't. Somebody else just messed him up by turning back time.
Turning back time? I don't know about that one. Sounds a little far-fetched to me, don't you think, Green Dude?
Actually, I think he might be right.
What? You believe this stuff? But it's like literally unbelievable.
The first time we tried to give Nagi that Elistra pin, it didn't work out so well. So I kinda tried again.
Whoa! That makes total sense, like how you knew so much about the vouchers and stuff. Praise be to the power of the almighty psych.
The thing is, I can't just turn back time whenever I want. That's where that pin of yours comes into play. Wait, which one? Your player pin.
You mean that Reaper pin I picked up at 104?
This one? The three of you naturally possess latent psychic powers, but you can't tap into said powers without those pins. As for what differential was born from your temporal manipulation, only time will tell.
I get it. Time travel. Huh?
What?
Oh, that's dope.
How come yours looks different than mine? I was wondering. I'm like, were they always a little flary like that?
I think that's a Rindo. Top is me, bottom is you.
Yeah, maybe it always did.
Nah, I don't remember seeing any variations, just the one kind. Mine also seems differently adorned than Lord Rindo's. Oh, he's the only one with a unique pin.
Of course.
Yeah, yours looks the same as mine. Where'd you get yours, boss? The design on Lord Rindo's pin is far more intricate.
It's really not.
Am I talking to myself here?
So this is what lets me turn back time. Yeah, but don't get any ideas. It's gotta recharge before you can activate it again. I don't see a plug or anything. How am I supposed to charge it? I have my suspicions, but I'll need to experiment some more for confirmation.
Okay.
I wonder if you can jump back before this conversation and skip it entirely. And you're skipping. It's not an app, doesn't need rebranding.
I'm not skipping. It just does that.
Oh wow, really? Okay.
It's just fast blurbs. Like if it's popping up while you're playing, it's just fast blurbs.
My apologies.
So literally it's just they're for the viewers who are kind of listening to us do this, Fret and Rindo are discussing the time travel superpower and what they should call it.
Yeah, okay.
So what is it? Fret has a remind. Yes. Nagi has dive, and I guess they're calling this. What was it?
I think it's rewind because I'm like, you just switched.
Replay.
No, he calls it replay, but when it happened, it said rewind.
Come again soon.
But yeah, I remember noticing, like, I did notice that it was flared a little differently in the icon on the bottom right. I'm like, I didn't want to say anything because I'm like, I don't know if I should draw attention to this. But I did have to trace it for the title card, so I remember what it looks like. It didn't have those flares. So right. I felt like the game was gaslighting me for a second.
That's fun.
But yeah, that's my expectations.
Boom.
Oh man, our main character has a unique pin. Who could have guessed?
Yeah, so this is how they get away from the original. Spoilers for the original. Neku has 2 player pins, and we don't know why for some reason.
The answer is
they explain
Josh
it later
was a
in the
fuck.
end. Yeah, pretty much. Not that you should care, but I found out earlier that the Joshua statue for the World Ends With You animation is like completely sold out.
Of course it is.
It was the first one to sell out.
Of course it was. People seem to love him. I can't stand Joshua for several reasons. Not the least of which is he's a smug asshole that doesn't tell you shit on week 2 when he's trying to perform his own shit in the background, not explaining why he knows as much as he does. And even when he explains, he's ultimately lying to hide it. And the reason itself is not even that great of a reason, because it's not like I was doing it to protect you. No, he's actively cheating. Which is like, he cheated before Minamimoto started using the taboo noise, so as far as I'm concerned, Minamimoto did what he thought he had to do to beat Joshua, which is understandable, because Joshua's bullshit. Franz and I watched the anime to refresh ourselves on this, and while we were able to notice most of the changes, I went through the secret reports, and I have some thoughts about those. But
Oh, yeah?
not the least of which is just Joshua as the character being the deciding factor for the final resolution of the game, as revealed in the secret reports, is a detail I don't like. I don't like it. I like it from like the standpoint of narrative, because while technically it was still Neku's character development that led to that revelation, we were still at the behest of a omnipotent godlike dude being like, you know, yeah, I guess you win.
Right. Oh, don't get the game over here. That was the last one, right? Fuck!
Hey, buddy.
We might get a game over, boys!
Hey, buddy. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. I think you'll be fine. These scorpions seem to be close range and don't have a very fast attack. Oh! I take it back. Franz, what did I say about fucking up?
Yeah, about that.
Did you fuck around and find out?
I did that thing that you said. I'm gonna put the JB pin back on, and then... It's because I don't have pins with mastery. Okay. Where's the ice one? Alright. Let's do it again. Yeah, no, we're fine.
Are we?
Retry.
Okay. Okay.
Just be careful.
Let's all enjoy. Get in the comments and tell Franz how he could have not sucked at this. And then get in the comments and apologize on my behalf for Franz.
Why?
Because I bully you too much on the show.
I mean, that's kind of the point, though. At the very least, you're not, like, actively lying to me like Cody does in Metal Gear Solid.
Well, it's probably necessary to lie in Metal Gear because so much of it is based around, I guess you would call it subterfuge and intrigue.
Yes. But also, it's fine because we're mean to each other.
Like, I've been going through a game with a buddy. I've been going through 13 Sentinels with him, and I've had to lie to his face about things, because if I didn't, he would start putting two and two together, a little too bad. Like, if he asks how many of a certain thing is, and the answer is a spoiler, I gotta prevent that. I gotta make sure the reveal stays potent.
You're just like, I don't know, like 4?
Yeah, or if I know that it's going to mess him up, I will increase it. It's like, how many of this character are there? And I'm like, there's about 5.
Tier 1 spoilers for, for 13 Sentinels if you're interested in that.
I mean, yes. Yes.
That's a tier 1 spoiler.
That is a tier 1 spoiler. I apologize. The problem with...
Actually,
It is, because the problem with 13 Sentinels is you can't talk about it. Everything is a spoiler. It's all about discovery.
Well, I was gonna say more along the lines of, like, should those be tiered, like, in a, like, an F to A style? Like, where,
no.
one is the highest? Or should it be DEF CON?
Yeah, it's... I think use the Fujita scale, the enhanced Fujita scale. F1 is the lowest, F5 is the highest.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna actually...
Just corner all these...
I'm gonna actually look it up. I remember the Fujita scale from, high school. Fujita scale. It's now improved to the enhanced Fujita scale. It involves the prediction of tornadoes tornado intensity. Yes, it goes from F0 Gale, F1 Weak, F2 Strong, F3 Severe, F4 Devastating, and F5 Incredible.
Nice.
Let's see.
Alternatively, the Richter scale.
Well, no, the Fujita scale specifically because F0 means there's probably going to be in terms of damage and wind speed. F0 is about 40 miles per hour.
Okay.
F1 is 73 miles per hour. Wind speed. F2, according to this, is roof gone. Wind speeds between 113 to 158. F3 is walls collapse. F4 is blown down, and that's 200 to 261. And then F5 from 261 to 319 wind speed miles per hour. F5 is blown away. So
nice.
tier 5 spoilers will destroy your house. You will do not have a house anymore. It's gone. Like
Nice.
There's not even wreckage anymore.
Sweet.
That's
All right,
the scale.
well, that's gonna do it for this episode of Neo: The World Ends With You. Next time, we're gonna take out the Deep River Society first, because Rob and I are part of the Very Beauty Sim Squad. Well, not Very Beauties, the Kanon Sim Squad.
Yeah, we're gonna take on the Deep River Society because they simp for water features, and that's not.
We're not about that life.
Like that is a whole different level of obsession that I don't want to try to grapple with. Plus, they're already lower than us, so we wouldn't feel as bad.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, let us know in the comments. What should they let us know in the comments? Who's your favorite team so far?
Yeah.
That isn't the Wicked Twisters.
Yeah. Favorite team.
Yeah, and we'll put our answers in the comments too so we can discuss them. See you guys later.
Take it.